3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2, 1 putt, par 4, birdie, woohoo, new driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into, start right, good line, good view, it drew, shoot and make Gavin, 2 thumbs that's up high.
Podcast presented by Manscaped. Manscaped.com. Use OTS Golf 20% off plus free shipping. Bryce, as you know, and as we were saying last week, I was in Austin, Texas. So Manscaped was helping me, it was helping the boys, and it was helping all the other boys I was with.
Yeah. That crop preserver probably came.
It was yeah, so I was like going through security on the way, right? I'm like I got that spray lotion and stuff like that, so I'm like thinking I'm gonna smell good. The girl took it. I was like, it's a brand new can.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 a.m. We're in Air Canada. Thank you, Kirk. I know you might be listening to the pod. He's got like, I don't know, some Super Amex cards, so we did not have to stand in that massive line. So thank you so much. She took my Manscaped lotion, and I was like, it's a fresh bottle. It's like sealed up, and I don't know, it's not even that big. And she said, do you want to check it? And I said like that's a stupid question. I think I said that or something. And she looked at me kind of funny. So I was just like, okay, cool. I'll see you. Bye. But yeah, the crop preserver was the hit. It was the hit of the weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, a couple of guys were feeling it. It was like getting up to mid 40s some days and stuff. So, if you're going on a vacation, bachelor party, going to Austin, Vegas, any of those things, OTS Golf.
Appropriately.
Yeah. Manscaped.com, OTS Golf, 20% off plus free shipping, and get some of that on there early and like layer it on. Like when you're putting on your sunscreen, if you're doing that, like put this on. Like it was hot there, man. It was hot. Different type of heat too. Like it was just like dry
it's
heat.
Like a dry, gross heat.
Whole time. So it was fun though. We had a great time.
Nice.
Didn't really play a ton of golf. We can talk a little bit about that, but I thought we'd kind of start off with wrapping up the Open. It was last week. Pretty cool. Cam Smith won. Lots of rumors circling right now. Was that Tiger's last Open? I think it potentially might have been his last Open, depending on, I don't know when the next time they're at St. Andrews is, but it was tough, man. It was a tough go. I know we were saying the Squares boys had a bit of a rough go there too. So, but it was a good tournament. It was a lot of fun. Cam Smith, like I didn't get to watch a ton of it because I was actually like, I was like looking out of one eye watching the Open Championship at one of the bars, like on Rainy Street. Yeah, I was like, I walked the front door, and I got like the bouncer or security guy, and he went and flipped it on for me, and yeah, a lot of like beautiful women standing around us, and I'm just staring at the Open Championship for like 2 hours, man. Just a degenerate, like. But yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun. Really good tournament from what I got to see. Obviously, it always is home of golf, right? So, Cam Smith, is he gone or is he going to live or what?
I don't know. Just to jump on the Open a bit though, I would have loved to see Rory win.
Of course,
would have loved to, but glad to see Cam Smith win too. If he goes to live, I'm not glad, but as of right now, I'm glad to see Cam Smith win. Big tournament for him to win, and he's been playing well, so no one really more deserving, in my opinion. So,
well, I saw last week on Ian Fraser. So we've had Mikey on the pod. So Ian Fraser is the owner of TXG, and he had posted something about how it's confirmed by a source that a top 10 player in the OWGR official World Golf Rankings is confirmed going to live. Everybody can kind of go through that top 10. 8 of them have been very outspoken about not going. The only other 2 are Victor and Cam Smith. So, of course, Cam Smith wins. They circle that name, and I mean,
if it is Cam Smith and he just won the Open, I'd be asking for a whole lot more millions.
So there was like, people putting out rumors. They offered him like 100 mil. I know Bryson confirmed that he was like, his rumor is 120 mil. He said it was very close. Like he couldn't speak to details or whatever, but I think he was on that country club adjacent pod. Hate to mention those guys. Some of their stuff's funny, but some of it's so bad, man. So bad. Like when they like follow people around the course and just like chastise them, I'm like, man, like they're all comedians. They're funny guys. The stuff they did with John Daly was pretty good.
Yeah.
Those guys are just, they're just stale, man. But anyway, so it would have to be more than what Bryson got. It would have to be more than it would have to be more than what DJ got, and that was talked about being like 150. it's not going to be more than Phil. Nobody's going to get paid more than Phil unless it was Tiger, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Rory, but Rory's like definitely not going. So,
Yeah. No.
Jordan Spieth, one of those guys. It would have to be like the biggest names in all of golf.
Yeah, but I still even then, like, I don't know, 200 million is a lot of friggin' money.
Man, they were offering Tiger, Bill, like in the billions. So I think that's just like, I think if you want Tiger on your tour, you just open up the book and you just say like,
sign it.
They're throwing money
The number
around,
down.
right? So, and obviously money means more than anyway. So let's not get into that topic too much.
Yeah.
I just thought it was kind of interesting that the rumor pops up right after he wins, the Open Championship. It could potentially be the last Open Championship just because of the size of the course and the difficulty. Like you see, the guys are like,
well, the last one at St. Andrews.
Yes, yeah, not the last Open Championship. Sorry, the last one at St. Andrews, because of the size of the course. They've moved everything back as far as it possibly can go,
and they still tore that place to shreds.
And it had some pretty bad, man. It had some
peak.
bad weather for a little while too.
I know.
It could have been higher, right? So the guys are just getting good, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's hardly any way to. There's no way to like really kind of curb them a bit. But I think if anybody's gonna go, like it's gonna be Cam Smith or Victor, I guess.
I'd hate to see Hovland go. I'd hate to see Cam Smith go too, but I think I'd hate to see Hovland go more than Cam Smith, if that made sense.
I just think, yeah, it's hard when they're like that good of players in the world, right? And like we've had this discussion. I think that, aside from all the other things that go into this tour, which are reasons why, like, obviously nobody really loves the idea of it, but I don't mind competitive tours. Like, I don't mind there being other tours. I think we should be able to plan players should be able to plan as many tours as they want. I think everybody has that same thought, but it's kind of like, Ernie Els said it the other day. It's like, you got 48 players playing a 3-day tournament, and they're not the best players in the world. Like, how can you take it seriously? And there is some, like, context to that, but we could fast forward a year from now, and they could have, 10 of the top players in the world.
Well, I was just going to say that. Bear with me here for a minute, but say they do end up getting a few more guys. By a few, I mean maybe 5 to 10 more PGA solid guys. I was listening to Foreplay today, and Frankie Borelli said, I want nothing more than to see in a year or two a Ryder Cup style between the LIV and the PGA. And you know what? I totally agree. I think that would be one of the coolest, most bad-blooded, hated atmospheres you could possibly get in golf. And I think it would be
Frankie,
amazing.
yeah. I was watching the other day, they're like the trend breaking 90. Frankie shot a 79. He was like rolling, man. But that's a pretty interesting thought. That's a very, very interesting thought. Just to have like just a battle. I don't know, like the way the game of golf is going right now, it would be impossible for the LIV Tour to have a competitive team in the next year or two. All the guys.
Well,
I don't want to say
that. People were saying that before they got Bryson, before they got Brooks, DJ.
Yeah, like, but none of those guys spoke that strongly against the tour as the top 10 have right now. Like aside from like Victor and Cam Smith, like the other guys are extremely outspoken about how they will never go there. And if you walk back that, you might as well not play golf anymore. Yeah. Like if you're Rory and you're gonna walk that back, like
for sure,
no one wants to listen to you anymore, right? So I just think I don't know. It could happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. I just think it would be hard to be. Like if we're talking like if they have 5 of the top 10, I think it would be really tough to be that competitive that soon. But that doesn't mean that, like the James Piotts of the world and stuff like that aren't going to be very good in 5 years from now, right? So, Whiteclaw. Let's talk about the Whiteclaw a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't play great. I didn't really have it too much. I think I had 3 solo birdies, which was okay, but I think we finished 7 under, which was decent. We actually got paired with 2 ladies, so. They were fantastic. We had a great time. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
So
what if we had past guests Jacqueline Lee and Rebecca Lee Bentham?
Well, I was gonna get to that. I was saying they were fantastic. They were both decent players, but there was a couple strokes left out there by me as well. But we could have just played better. That's all.
Yeah.
They were fantastic. We had a great time. Had a couple drinks and yeah, I mean, we weren't that bad. We were 7 under. The winner was 11, so we weren't that far off.
No.
But yeah, it was fun. It's always a good time. And then after party at the house with pretty much like 60 people there, pretty much more than half the tournament. So it's a good time.
It's golf, man. I know I was telling you about one of my I haven't played much in the last little while. Like I've been like on vacation and stuff like that, but man, I told you I opened up with a 33 at Port Hope through 9, which was very good. And I'm not going to tell you what the back 9 was, but I blew it up, man. It was rough. That's golf. That's how golf goes.
Well,
right?
I'll
It's
give you
just-
some numbers here. So I played the next day after the Whiteclaw with my, I guess I can say brother-in-law now, and his buddy. They're both like they like to play, but they don't take it that seriously. They're not that great. They had a 2-man scramble against me, and I said, "Let's go." I shot 9 over on the front, and they were 8 strokes up on the front 9. I shot 1 over on the back and came back and lost by 1 stroke.
wow.
I 3-putted on 17 from 8 feet, and I missed a 10-footer on 18 for birdie.
3-putt. Wow, that's tough.
3-putt from 8 feet.
I'll share it. We're probably gonna lose some listeners by me sharing it, but I'm a very honest golfer, and I shot a 33.48.
Oof, yeah, that's
Yeah, like
tough.
saying I shot an 81 is not bad, but how do you explain that when you open with a 33?
Yeah.
So I
No, but that's good though. Like, I mean, I'm an honest. I don't care.
It was
I-
like, well, you played the course now too, and man, I
That's a tough track. Yeah.
So-
I shot 86 or something that day. Not good at all.
I was so like, I remember opening the back, so like hit number 10. I shot I think I shot a triple or a quad on 10. So I was
Mhm.
like annoyed, right? Ripped one like into the drink like far right on number 11.
Yeah.
The next one, I think I hit like the exact same shot. My like, like probably within a yard of the other ball, and I'm like, I'm just so pissed. I was like, the round's gone. So instead of like walking to the drop shot, I just hit another one. So I'm hitting 5 off the tee.
Mhm.
Man, I hit it to like an inch.
Oh, really?
Imagine it went in. I'd be so mad. And hole out for 5 on a
Yeah.
par 3. So yeah, and that was
The
it.
best
Like
double bogey in history.
I ripped my drive on the next hole probably 8,000 yards through the fairway. Like I was just like, yeah, it was just
On the right side there.
yeah, it just like was not. It
Yeah.
was I would just hit the ball as hard as I could. Like I probably carried it like 340, and I was just like, I don't care where this ball goes. That's it.
Yeah.
So I went from being like, I think at that time I was 1 under, and then I think I was +5 after 11. So it was a tough. I just couldn't get it back, but I know it's there, which is good. You know it's there. Like you got to take a positive.
Yeah,
You know it's
for
there,
sure.
right? So that's kind of the idea. Is like, you know, we've talked a lot about where our games are. Like if Bryce went out tomorrow and shot a 72, I'd be like, yeah, man, Bryce had it that day. Same
Yeah.
thing with me. I'd be like, yeah, like I really had it that day. But
Yeah,
if
we
we
can
went out,
both do it. It's just
Yeah.
all the stars have to align.
yeah,
Which
and
I mean,
I couldn't miss. And
rare.
the funny thing is, I was playing in a league. It's a Saturday morning league. It was the first time I played. We won the day, and I think
Oh,
I had
nice.
3 or 4 solo birdies on the front. And I like ripped a 3-iron out of a bunker from like 250 on the par 4 there, the first
Yeah.
par 4,
Mhm.
to like I don't know 10 feet or something. It was crazy a shot, but like I couldn't net because they play the net, right? So I couldn't net a birdie. So, and we had a kid who like pumped one out there and hit a really good shot. So I was like, okay, he's gonna make a 5, so he's going net 4. And then I
Mhm.
ended up making a birdie. I missed the short putt, but
Mm.
yeah. So I was supposed to be caddying for Ziggy. Well, today, unfortunately. Our guy Ziggy, Zahid Ali Nathu, he's been on the pod in the past. Really great guy. If you're looking to follow some Canadian Tour players, he was playing today in the TPT. He shot even par. His partner Trevor Yu that he travels with shot even par. Kevin Gordon, who we had on a little while ago, shot even par as well. They were all T9. I was looking that up today. But yeah, Ziggy. So Brycer, get this. He's telling me I'm like, shit, man. I'm so sorry. Like Air Canada is like. I'm just like over it right now, and I can't get home. He's like, don't worry about it. It's cool. Like, don't worry. We'll figure it out. Like, you know, and if I get through, we'll play on the weekend. So I'm like in the airport, don't have great service. I asked him like how it's going and stuff, and he said, I shot 6 under. And I was like, yes, man, like
Holy shit.
awesome, like, you know, good for you and stuff. And he's like, yeah, like it was like my day or whatever. He said he had to hit a provisional on number 1, and then he holed out for I don't know what par it was. So
Birdie,
yeah, I
but-
assume it's birdie. Like I just don't know what the part of the hole was. So,
Oh, sure.
and I was like, that's great, man. He's like, yeah, I missed like a 15-footer on 18 to go 7 under. And I was like, well, that's good, man. Like, you know, it's cool and stuff. And he's like, yeah, 7 under was the playoff though. And I was like, what?
Oh,
And I was like, and he's like, so we were just joking. I was like, well, the good thing is, man, if I was there, I could have given you a terrible read that wouldn't have even, because he like lipped out. I was like, I could have given you a terrible read, and then you could have blamed me. And he kind of laughed about it, and I was like, you know what? Let's both blame Air Canada because I was not there.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so
I mean, 6 under though. What is
the
that?
idea of that though is,
64?
man, what's that?
Is that 64? Is that right? Yeah, 64, I think.
It all depends what the par is,
No,
right?
60.
So it could be a 64, it could be a 66.
yeah.
I'm not sure. They were playing at Victoria East, I believe. So I don't know. I haven't looked at the scorecard, but yeah, a couple of guys went pretty low. There was, I think, a guy 8 under, and then a bunch tied at 7. So really, really, like the idea is that we have a lot of Canadian pros on. We have a lot of fun chatting golf with Canadian pros, and these guys are good, man. Guys are shooting
good.
64, 65, 66, and they're not even getting in on Monday qualifiers on the Canadian, like PGA Tour Canada. So, yeah, I know Ziggy was playing the TPT event. He played pretty well. And then he's playing the Monday qualifier for Woodington Lakes. I remember I had Scott Pritchard on, the executive director of PGA Tour Canada, and he mentioned Woodington Lakes was I think they added that one this year.
Yeah,
So
and we talked to Kevin Gordon.
oh
about
yeah,
that
he was saying
too.
that, yeah. And we thought it was like further away, but it's only about an hour and a half. I was just talking to Ziggy a few minutes ago, so I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to watch the little guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go out there and carry for him. I don't know if he needs somebody on that Monday, but yeah, maybe we'll if we get in though, like what do? I have to follow him. I have to follow him around the rest of Canada. I gotta start taking like
Yeah.
weeks off and stuff, right?
Just
So
you got you're committed.
like imagine he gets in, he goes low, and
Yeah, he just shoots like 61. And
Yeah,
he's like, well,
yeah,
you just
no.
gotta stay, man.
That's
Like,
it, man. I'm on the bag now, and yeah, that would be it. I look like there's a caddy out there. I think like Lucas Hebert or whatever's got a caddy with a big long beard like me.
No, there's one. I can't think of.
We're
it
thinking
now.
of it. I'm pretty sure it's like a top guy too. I can't remember who it
Oh.
is, but
Is it Fitz?
yeah, it's Fitz. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's got the guy.
Because I remember
Wait.
he was in Tiger's group, and
Yeah, I
I
think
watched
so.
him shake Tiger's hand. Yeah, it's Fitz's caddy for sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna cut this one short tonight. We are kind of opening up a little bit back to guests and stuff like that. Bryce and I've been both really busy at the wedding. I've had a couple bachelor parties, stuff like that. So it's been busy stress for us, but we're gonna start getting on some guests and stuff over the next couple of weeks. So bear with us. Brycer's in Cancun next week, so probably not next week, but yeah, we got a cool one coming on. I won't say his name and nobody will guess him, but he is the I want to say the biggest bogey golfer in the world. I'll just say it that way. And when I say big, I mean like
Yeah, take it how you take it.
like big, man. So everybody knows I have like a past in bodybuilding a little bit, so that'll be a little hint for you. But wanted to talk a little bit about Topgolf before we go. Bryce, you've been there, right?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, where do you go? Michigan?
No, I went in Florida, Orlando.
Pretty cool or what?
Had fun. Wish you kind of wish I had my clubs. That's all.
Yeah, that was like the one thing with me because I see like the ones in Vegas, and I guess they got like a Callaway deal or something, right? So I see the ones in Vegas, and I'm like, damn, these are nice clubs. Like, I get to Topgolf, and they bring out like the box set,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and
The shafts are like noodles.
oh yeah. So it was like I posted a reel yesterday, and you can see that thing just whip over my back like I'm John Daly or something back in '95. Like it was tough, but I think I got 2 over the fence, which is like.
Right.
It's got to be like a 260, 270 carry in the air. And it took me like a while to really get used to like hitting them because you can't like rip it as hard as you can.
No, you gotta like use the flex almost.
yeah, you gotta like find the middle of the face too, right? So and then the scoring, like there's the bucket at the back by the fence, I guess, right? And if you dump it in the middle bucket, it's like 125, and then it goes down from there. So I ended up like I didn't know what I was doing the whole time. We were just playing like the points or whatever. Like you know, for the other 9 guys I was with, I was just dusting every single one of them put together.
yeah.
So it was no, but well, yeah. But we got some good golfers in our group and stuff like that. Guys are like learning the game and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. But then when I found out that if you just like rip one into the back net and it drops in that back bucket, you get 125 or whatever if it's in the middle. And I don't know. I think I hit 10 balls and I had like, I don't know, 900 points or something. I don't know. So it was like, it was pretty fun though. But yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Like I'd never been there, so it was cool. I was talking to Chris, like Custom Clubs, and he was saying like maybe you got to get one of those box sets. So maybe maybe Mack's picking up a TopGolf box set because I hit the thing pretty well. And you know, we were in Austin, Texas, so it was tough, man. I like we went out to the bar right after that, Bryce, and I lasted like an hour.
You're like, I'm done.
I couldn't, man. I just like that was my wall.
And that heat takes a toll on you, man.
I went hard like 3 nights in a row. Some of the guys like took it pretty easy the first night because we got jammed up with the flights. Like me and my buddy Rich, Kirk, Tony, and Justin, we went like full gas like right away. So it was tough. It was a tough morning. We went to if you're ever in Austin, this place called Billy Black's Barbecue. We went there, and it is like I guess the best barbecue like in Texas or something. And it was so good. Yeah. And it was tough though. I was fighting it like the whole time. I was just kind of like sitting there. Yeah. So the next day, so we go out that night, you know, full gas again. Me and my buddy Al are like, we're going golfing. I set all my alarms. Kirk says he's in, I think. Curtis, like we got 5 guys who are like, we'll go golfing. We figure there's no way like all 5 of us are getting up. I set my alarm. I heard Alex's alarm going off and in the morning, and like I got up like a zombie on a bachelor party like you normally would, right? And I walked out in the hallway and I just kind of did like the John Travolta the gif or the meme or whatever. Just kind of like looks around, nobody's there, and I just went back to bed, man. We all missed the tee time, so but it was cool though. Like the TopGolf, we at least got to play a little bit of golf, and some of the courses look pretty cool, so I definitely want to go back and check it out. But yeah, definitely get on the water if you're out that way too. It's cool. But Brycer and I got to run. We got a couple things to get going, so we'll be back next week. This is episode 90 in a row, man. 90 Fridays in a row. We're not going to miss one. We're going to get there, so we're going to get to 100, and then I don't know. Maybe we'll do 2 a week. Who knows, man. I don't know about that, but yeah, if you are still listening at this point, we got some gear from, or Mack got some gear, Bryce's already, from Left Behind Golf, so go over, check it out, leftbehindgolf.com. Tell my friend Greg to use the Mack promo code, OTS Mack promo code. It does not exist, but he'll give you something. I don't know what it is, but he'll find something. Sorry, Greg, if you got to invoice me, go ahead, man. Really good stuff. I got one of their gloves right here, the James Brown. Man, these are sweet.
Yeah, those are really nice.
They're cool. So go over and check it out, leftbehindgolf.com, and talk to Greg. He'll set you up. And manscaped.com, 20% off. Free shipping. You'll have a great time. You'll feel good. You'll smell good. You'll play the same as you've always played. All right, Bryce, take care, man.
All right, bud.
Okay, cool.
He's out in my ball in the course, so I tee up. I lose the ball and I re-up. I miss a fairway, I probably end up in the ocean or maybe the beach. And I'm on a par 5 and I'm finna go reach it. Second was blind, I ain't see it. Feel like it might be an albatross working.